Uh, Hello. It's me, Cameron. I'm making my debut in TV, I guess. I was supposed to play at some point last year, and then midterms and finals came at me, and I went, "No, we're gonna push that back." But I'm here now. I picked the exact same strength shows for this time that I did a year ago, so we'll see if I kept that knowledge. This is gonna be a great match. I've just met Carrie. She seems very nice, so I'm not gonna say anything mean. Yeah, let's have some fun.
Hi, I'm Carrie. This is my debut to trivia in general. I wasn't prepared for this, so like most of the time, I have nothing on my mind and nothing to say.
Right. Well, we have heard from our competitors. I am one of your co-hosts for tonight. With me tonight is Richard Schwartz. Richard, how are you feeling tonight?
I am doing great. I am excited to see these two play, these two making their debut in TV. Throwdown, I'm familiar with Cameron. I'm not familiar with Carrie, but this should be a good match.
Exactly. I said anything better myself.
I hurried up and got off work for this. I heard it was going to be Kane versus Kaleb. Are we ready to start the match? What's going on?
No.
No what?
Versus Carrie.
What?
Yeah.
It's Caleb. It's Cameron versus Carrie.
No Kane.
I hurried up.
I think Kane might be in the room with Carrie.
I drove 90 miles an hour for nothing.
Yes, you did.
God damn it. All right, well.
All right, Tim.
Damn.
Well, let's get these competitors in to see how they're feeling before we start this match.
Yep. Introducing first with a record of 0, we have Cameron Holzmann.
Hello.
And also introducing with a record of 0-0, we have Carrie. And I feel like a jerk. I have no idea what her last name is.
McGough.
All right. So, Richard, do you want to get into the rules for round 1 for our competitors?
Indeed. Round 1 works like this. We will give you 8 TV questions. When we say the question, you will have 15 seconds to write your answer on the whiteboard. And then after those 15 seconds are done, we will ask to see your answers. If you get it right, you get a point. If you don't get a point. And there is no stealing in round 1. And also for a reminder, for this whole match, you each get 3 repeats and a challenge if needed. So if you need to use a repeat and need to stall for time, you can use them. You get 3 of them.
All right.
So with that being said, Cameron, are you ready?
Sure.
Carrie, are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
All right, let's get to the first question. And real quick, Joe, do you want odds or even?
I will go with odds.
All right. First question's on you then, Joe.
All right. So your first question comes in the category of Glee. Name one of the series.
Sorry, you broke
You
up.
cut out there.
Yeah.
All right. So here is a technical. This is what we call a technical repeat. Name 3 credited creators of the series, and the category is Glee.
Name one of the 3 creators.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna
one
say, I'm
of
like,
them.
I
You only
can.
need
Yeah.
one.
Just
That's
name
a lot,
one.
but I can.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out sometimes.
I'm gonna
Joe.
rewrite it to space because I had written it spacing it so that I could write all 3.
So Glee had a lot of singing, some good episodes, a lot bad. But, we're going to keep on going with 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We will start with Cameron.
Ryan Murphy.
And Carrie?
Ryan Murphy. Devil himself.
Both are correct. Both get a point. And the other 2 possible answers we had was Brad Fulchuk and Ian Brennan. So for future reference, if you ever need it. All right, your next question comes in the category of Disney's fairy tale weddings. And your question is, for how many seasons has Disney fairy tale weddings aired?
Would you ever get married at Disney World?
No, it's too expensive. For multiple reasons. Disneyland and a wedding.
All right.
Hey, they're not all at
movie.
Disneyland or Disney World. One of them was in Hawaii.
All right, so we will go 5,
Disney Club.
4, 3, 2, 1, and we will start with Carrie.
2.
And Cameron?
Yeah, I said 2, not including the specials.
That is indeed correct. It is 2, but in parentheses, Tim had too many. So you both get it right.
Oh,
I don't remember this.
Well, good. Joe, you want to go for the next question, Joe?
all right. Your third question comes in the category of Gallivan. Who is the older brother of Richard? I have never seen an episode of Gallivan.
Me either.
Oh, it's my favorite show of all time. It's the greatest show.
It's a good show.
I just haven't gotten around to
Fantasy
it.
musical comedy, Alan Menken.
That's true.
I will
5,
clean it up now.
4, 3, 2, and 1. And we will start with Cameron.
Kingsley.
And Carrie?
I said King James.
That's unfortunately incorrect. It is, in fact, Kingsley. So with that, Cameron's taking a 1-point lead so far, but we're still
They
got
named
questions
him
to go.
Kingsley because he was going to be the king.
All right, your next question comes in the category of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And your question is, name both networks that aired the series. I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a very funny show. How about, do you like it, Joe?
It is.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it. I've seen it on both networks.
Me too.
I don't.
And
I'm from Canada. We have different TV networks.
oh, that's a shame. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, we will start with Carrie this time.
Fox and NBC.
And Cameron?
NBC and Fox. Thank goodness.
That is both correct. It is, in fact, NBC and Fox. And sad note, I almost gave away the Fox answer. As I really the correct question.
All right. So your next question comes in one of the random shows, I'm presuming. And it comes in the category of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And your question is, what was the Zord for Tommy Oliver when he was the Green
Ranger. So what was the Zord the Green Ranger in the original series had?
I always
like
forget
my-
that there's shows in this that we don't pick.
That is true.
Only in round one. Only in round.
It could have been worse. There's only 2, but there could have been 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We will go with Cameron.
Tiger Zord.
And Carrie?
I said sword.
You both are unfortunately correct. You were close, Cameron. It was the Dragon Zord.
Tiger Zord when he becomes the White Ranger.
Sure.
So your next question comes in the category Cobra Kai. And your question is, who is the wife of Daniel LaRusso? And we just need first names. This is a show I have not seen yet. I heard good things about it.
Not personally, not.
Not your thing, huh? Well, meaning wax on, wax off type of deal.
Nope.
Speaking of which, I need to wash the car. Haven't done it yet in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We will start with Carrie this time.
Is it Mary?
That is incorrect. Cameron.
Is it Amanda?
It is Amanda.
The rhyming it with my name didn't work.
I mean, hey, it was a guess, and we accept guesses. Dude, you don't have a car, so you don't need to wash a car.
All right, Joe, you got the next question.
All right. Yep. Nope. And yeah, in the next question, it comes in it comes in Community, and it was what year saw the season 3?
What year
Season
saw the
3.
release? What year saw the release of season 3 of Community? Sorry, your internet, Joe, is going to cut out. Yeah, I mean, I love Community. It's also a fun show. I recently saw it like a year ago. Didn't watch it all through, and I enjoyed it. You know, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we are starting with Cameron this time.
2012.
That is incorrect. Carrie?
2011.
That is indeed
That is
correct. It is, in fact, 2011. Brooklyn owes you a sandwich, Cameron.
Oh, I know exactly what I did wrong.
And your final question in this category comes in the category of Parks and Recreation. Parks and Rec. And your question is, Ron Swanson was played by what actor? It's another very good show. I actually think this show is better than The Office. I know I am the minority in that fact.
No,
I would agree.
I've religiously watched both. Yeah, Parks and Rec is better.
And with that, I'm very happy with the both of you right here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We will start with Carrie.
Nick Offerman.
And Cameron?
Nick Offerman.
That is also correct. All right. With that being said, after round 1, we have Cameron in the lead with 6, but Carrie is just behind him with 5. So, Joe, would you like to explain round 2?
All right. Like this, we will bring up a wheel. The wheel has all 6 strengths, so well as opponents and spinner's choice. The player in the lead will choose first or second, and then from there, the wheel will be spun, and the player can either choose to keep it, or if they don't like it, they can spin again, but they have to keep what on the second time, unless in the first spin it lands on opponent's or player's choice. Player's choice, they'll pick their category. If it's opponent's choice, they have to take what their opponent gives them.
All right. With that, Cameron, since you are in the lead, would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to your opponent?
I'll go first.
All right. Like I said, the first spin is in, and it's going to land on Glee. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I will keep that.
All right. Joe, do you have questions yet, or do you want me just to give them the round 2?
If you can give Cameron his round 2 question, I don't have them.
All right. So, Cameron, are you ready for your 4 questions in Glee?
I would hope so.
All right. So, Cameron, your first question in Glee is, who is the first student to audition for New Directions?
Ooh. Mercedes?
That is correct for 2 points.
Mercedes Jones?
Yeah, that's correct for 2 points.
There's only one Mercedes on the show.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if there was more.
Second question in Glee comes in. Artie was how old at the time of the car crash that put him in the wheelchair? How old was he?
Ooh. Eight years old?
That is correct for 2 points. Cameron is killing this so far.
I was a theater kid in high school. This is all I did.
I was too. You have to watch it.
Your next question is, who takes over William McKinley High School Glee Club and renamed it New Directions?
Will Schuster.
Correct for 2 points. And your final question. Kurt's dad ends up remarried to whose mom?
That would be Finn's mother.
That is correct for another 2 points.
Mrs. Carol Hudson. Queen.
And with that, after the end of Cameron's round 2, he goes up to 14 points. And then Carrie with 5, but Carrie has yet to do her wheel round. So let's see what Carrie's wheel is. The first spin. It is Gallivant. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Could I spin again?
You can indeed. And this is the one you do have to take. And it is Community.
Oh, she
All
seems
right.
happy about that. I should have picked a different show.
Kane made me watch it during quarantine.
All right, Carrie, are you ready for your Community questions?
I think so.
All right. Your first question in Community is, what service aired Season 6 after NBC dropped it after Season 5?
Could I get multiple choice?
Yes, you can. Is it A, Netflix, B, Hulu, C, Yahoo Screen, or D, Amazon Prime?
C, Yahoo.
That is correct for 1 point.
I think it was the only show they ever had.
Your
Originals
next
that just failed.
True. Your next question in Community. Why is Jeff disbarred and suspended from his law firm?
Because he doesn't have his bachelor's degree.
We can accept that for 2 points. What we have was he lying about his degree. So yes, we will accept
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Your next question. Which character has an encyclopedic knowledge of TV shows and movies?
Abed.
Correct for 2 points. And your final question. Who is the Dean of Greensdale?
Dean.
Cameron, yeah, for a chance to steal?
That'd be Craig Pelton.
That is correct for 2 points.
That calling him Dean, having a character named Dean seems like such a Dan Harmon joke, though.
All I ever call him is Dean.
All right. Well, at the end of round 2, Cameron is in the lead with 16, but Carrie's still right behind him with 10. So it's still anyone's ballgame. Still very close. Joe, would you like to explain round 3? Because I'm still not quite good with explaining round 3 yet.
I can step
All
in
right.
for this.
Yay!
Here's how round 3 works, folks. I'll step in so we can have a break from the Chance Ellison internet. How round 3 works is a wheel is magically brought up again with just all of our strength shows. There's no player's or opponent's choice on it. The player behind will go first. They always go first. They will spin the wheel. If they don't like the first spin, they can spin again, but must stick with whatever show it lands on the second spin. Each show has 2 sets of questions. The first set has a 1, 2, and 3 point question. The second set has a 2, 4, and 6 point question. Depending on the points difference, you have to take a set that can either get you tied back up or retake the lead. Since we're at a 6 point game, you can still take the first set. You just have to hit every question for all 6 points. If you do take the second set is stealable by your opponent. So your opponent does have a chance to steal and get the points for that if they hit it correctly. So with that, are you guys clear on round 3, how that works?
Yeah.
Okay.
One day I'll be able to say that. One day.
I'll write
Not
it
today.
down for you.
It's very complicated.
No, I just stole Sports Battlefield. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Sports Battlefield?
You should just change it to whoever I like the most gets points. How's that? No? Dang it.
It's not fair. No Kingsman would ever get points.
Well, Koho's not here, so you have a fair shot now.
I said who I like.
Oh,
Okay.
Richard, I would deduct points. Anyway, Carrie, you are behind by 6 points, so you will spin the wheel first. Remember, if you don't like the first show, you can spin again, but you're stuck with whatever you land on next.
Okay.
So your first spin is away. Lands on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I'll take that.
Okay, and which set would you like to go with?
Hard.
The second set?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. Remember, these are stealable, so Don't give away the answers, Richard or Joe.
You got it.
All right.
All right. Okay. Are you ready, Carrie?
Yes.
All right. Carrie, for your 2-point question in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Detective Michael Hitchcock is portrayed by whom?
Joel McKinnon Miller.
Cameron, for the chance to steal.
Dirk Blocker.
That is correct for 2 points. It is, in fact, Dirk Blocker.
Yeah.
All right, we can still keep going because for your 4-point question, Carrie. What is the name of Raymond and Kevin's Pembroke Welsh corgi?
Cheddar.
Correct for 4 points.
Boy.
The best character on the show.
Hands down.
I don't know. I really like Kevin.
That would be my dog.
You're not Cheddar. You're just some common bitch.
Bitch.
All right. Carrie, for your 6-point question and to take the lead is Gina's last episode. She quits working at the 9-9. What season was this?
Season 5.
Cameron, for the chance to steal.
Season 6.
And your winner, Cameron Holzmann. It is, in fact, season 6.
That was pure guessing.
Well, it didn't. Cameron was at 18, so when she missed that 6-point question, Cameron won by TK. Cameron won. Didn't even need the steal. Cameron didn't need the steal. He was at 18 points.
Well, I know,
Oh, well.
but he still technically had the chance to go for it because it was still part of it. But
It happened.
yeah.
All right. Well, with that, folks, great match by both of them. Both of them played very well. But with that, let's go to post-match interviews, and that'll get us wrapped up. All right, we're back for post-match interviews, starting with our winner here, Cameron Holzmann. Cam, you won your very first TV match. Without Kaleb Koho here, that's always a plus. But how are you feeling now that I think you've competed basically pretty much in everything now?
I've competed everywhere except FANZONE, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and sports, but that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Sports doesn't count anymore. Remember, it's just a main 4.
Yeah.
But I mean, you won. You got Glee. You plowed through it. You did good in round number 1. Round 3, you were able to get those big steals from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I mean, this does put you in a strong position going forward. But how are you feeling after this win?
Yeah, I feel good. The only thing that I'm really annoyed about was missing that community question in round 1 because I had 2011 written down and then switched to 2012 because on iTunes it says 2012 because it goes by the year that the season ended, not the year that the season began, and so I got confused. But no, Glee is, I am aware that Glee is objectively not great, but it's a show that I love. And that I've watched countless times because I was a theater nerd in high school, and that's the show that theater nerds watch when you're one of those.
Everyone has their taste, and that's the beauty of TV. You get to see a lot of people's different tastes, and you have it with Glee. I have it with certain shows, especially when I just pick random shows in round number 1. So
yeah, it was nice that Cobra Kai is a show you like because I've watched that all the way through a couple times because I watched it all. Then and then my parents were like, "Oh, we're gonna start watching Cobra Kai," and I was like, "I guess I'm watching Cobra Kai again."
Yeah, and it especially helps when you watch the first 2 movies to go along with that. But congratulations on your win. We do have lined up. I did have set up the winner of this will face Mr. Chris Diaz, who is we had to reschedule from a match from last year, so this gives him that makeup, but you will be facing him. And I know he shares a lot of your interesting strengths.
He likes Gallivant.
Yeah. So
we played a match all about it in a different league. So I guess I'll have to come up with new strength shows.
Well, I know if with Koho as your manager, I'm sure you can figure out something with it to work around that. But
we'll get somewhere.
Yeah, but congratulations for your win. We will see you later in the season against Chris, and of course with our singles tournament coming up. 1-0, that does help you get your foot in the door there. So we will see you later on in the year, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
All right, we are back with our unfortunate runner-up in this one, Carrie. Didn't go your way kind of with the Brooklyn 9-9 in round 3, but you had a great round 1. You went through community. That is good. You had a good showing. The cheddar question, you were so enthusiastic with that. I was like, she's going to get the 6-pointer. I know she is. And then it just – but, I mean, how you're feeling? This is your first match, your first taste, I guess, of online trivia, of actually playing. How you feeling?
I'm fine.
That's good. Well, I mean, unfortunately, you didn't come away with the victory in this one, but I know we'll see you again in singles down the road this season. And, of course, in teams coming up, you're teaming up.
Kane. I promise. Tell the boys I'll bring Kane.
Okay. Well, yeah, Kane's your partner, so you kind of have to. But, I mean, it will be interesting to see you carry this momentum. No pun intended, but to carry this momentum of having a strong showing in your first match into teams. I know, especially with Kane, I remember a lot of his certain tastes from before, so it's going to be interesting to see how well you two mesh as a TV team going forward.
Yeah, especially because I've now made him watch all of the TV shows I watch.
Mm-hmm. I remember when he was telling me, he was like, "Oh, Carrie wants to play," and then he was just going through this list. I'm like, "Oh, damn, this ought to be good." And you didn't disappoint. It was a great performance, great showing. Thank you for showing up for this. I hope you had fun. I really did.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, with that, we will see you later on in the year, especially with teams and for singles as well. We have stuff lined up. I'll have to relook. I remembered the winner of this, who they were going to play, because I had to make that up to Chris. But I'll have to look to see where I have you penciled in for the next one. So you still have plenty of game time left this season. But we'll throw it back up to the desk to get us out of here with Joe and Richard.
So, yeah. Well, Joe, what did you think of the match? I think both of them did really well for their debuts.
Strong showing from both competitors. Seen high-scoring matches in TV, and with a final score of 18. What's 18 plus 6?
18 plus 6 is 24. It was 24-14, which
24 to 14.
Those are two strong showings, even from Carrie's end losing, because there are some people who don't even score like 10 points in their when they get to round 3.
14 in this league can usually get you a win. So for 14 and getting like strong showings from each of these, so I'm excited to see what they do in singles, and I'm excited to see and Kane do in the teams tournament.
I completely agree. And with that, that's going to wrap up today's episode of TV Throwdown. Hope everyone enjoyed this battle. I know we sure did. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and remember, TV's for fun.